Tonight on the Real for Real podcast, we got a powerful conversation lined up. Joining us this evening is Elizabeth Tiffany Smith. How you doing?
How you doing? Hi, everybody.
Liz Smith was born in Detroit and raised in South Carolina. A dedicated mother, content creator, woman of faith. She's passionate about helping others, creating meaningful content, and inspiring people through positivity, creativity, and authenticity. Whether she's supporting her community or sharing her life online, she strives to lead compassionate confidence and purpose. So tonight, we're going to be talking about broken homes creating broken cycles. I'm going to start off by saying that in our homes today, we've gotten away from two-parent households. You have women in single households that struggle and, but they do their best and trying to take care of the child, the kids, or what it may be. My biggest thing is this, that is what I mean by cycle. Are we as women, or because I don't know that many men that take care of the kids on their own or whatever, but they are out there.
They are.
Are we creating a cycle, or are we trying to do anything about that? I know we can't control if a man comes, you got a man living with you, or two. We can't control it because you never know what happened. But is this becoming a cycle?
I have pondered on this question since you brought it to my attention.
Yeah.
Pondered on it harder because I'm always thinking about our community, especially at the height of how the climate is with everything.
Yeah.
It's deep. And I asked some people about this, and what I'm coming up with is this. Whether it's a two-person home, mother, father, now we have two women, two men maybe.
Right.
Hey, we are not the judge. That's them. Right, that's them. However, if there is not the right things going on within those two-parent homes, and you don't have the right structure and the right characteristics from the man and the woman, then you just raising a cycle also.
So basically saying it don't matter if you got a two-person household
or a single parent
household.
Or if you was raised by your grandmother, your aunties, whatever.
It's all
about what's going on inside of those households. What are you putting into your children? What are you letting them see? What are you letting them be around? That's
true.
That's what it is.
So say for instance that we got a structured household and we're doing everything that we can for our child or children. And they still go out here and mess up. Are you to blame? Am I blamed as a parent? So does that...
You do have to take some accountability. And that's another thing that's missing from households and people in general. Accountability.
That's correct.
Now, when I was raised by my aunts, because my mom was doing other things, I was checked. So everybody around my family, we check each other. You have to have accountability. It goes back to accountability. So the structure is very important. I mean, you just can't say that just because of my childhood or the way I was raised or whatever, or what's going on in my household, but you have to also consider these are children. Now, when they get older and go out and do what they want to do, that's a different thing, because now you are. And I actually seen a reel about this today.
Really?
You a child, okay, but when you're an adult, you have to blame that on your adulthood. You out of childhood at that point, you're an adult. So whatever you're doing as an adult, you have to behave like an adult at that point. You cannot blame your childhood on how you act in your adulthood. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And it all ties in together.
That's true.
The main thing that's going on right now, it's broken cycles, it's all of that. But we have to reprogram ourselves. We have to go back to the old ways too is what your grandma used to tell you, and that's what I do in my household.
Yeah. But see,
I have a single parent.
But see, the thing is now though, we live in a generation now to, me and you can say we can go back to what our grandma used to tell us, but this generation right now is so fucked up.
Because it's what you have to put into your children. What are you putting into these households? What are you doing? And you remember back in the day, I was saying babies were having babies.
Yeah.
This is the problem. This is it.
This is what we reaping from then. But this, I'm gonna tell you one thing though. I'm gonna tell you one thing that has evolved, that is putting a damper on how we structuring our children. Social media.
Oh yeah.
Lack of communication between you and the child. So just think if you took away Facebook, you took away Instagram, you took away what's the other one, TikTok and all that. Just think if you had children at your home. Now we got more children want to do homework.
Right.
We got more children want to do other things. We got more children want to, do other things outside of getting on social media, getting on your phone. When they made these phones, man, mobile phones,
it was a destroy.
Because I don't care where you go, even with adults. I was in the doctor's office the other day. Everybody now
on their phone.
So just think what they'll be doing if they weren't on their phone. What would they be doing?
More productive.
They'll be productive. They'll be communicating with each other. Husband and wife be sitting there communicating with each other more. Right. I see husband and wife sitting there each on their phone.
On their phone.
So I think, I'm just saying, this is my opinion, that when we made these mobile phones and we made social media, and not just say mobile phones, because mobile phones dropped before social media.
Right.
It's just that social media, these different outlets.
Right.
They occupy our time. They entertain us instead of us putting that energy.
So who is teaching? It's all going to be, and I tell my kids, it's all going to be up to what we're teaching each generation. Now I'm concerned about people, but I worry about my people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I love people. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Because I try not to see color, even though we know what it is.
Right.
But another thing is, once you know better, you do better. So in my generation, I'm almost 48, we have to reprogram ourselves because we was basically not taught nothing about who we really are.
That's right.
Everything was, so that damaged us. Every generation of our people are like damaged, okay? You have to forgive your parents.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I haven't always been like that, but it took God to get me to where I am now.
So let me ask you this. It just seems like we have a different mentality when we are younger. See, when we get older, we tend to say, okay, now we should have did this. But when we're younger, you're saying we lack the people to tell us how we should go about doing things. Because I think
there's no community.
I think when you're young, you still an adolescent, you're gonna go through some stuff. I think everybody does that. Unless you just one of those just narrow, straight-minded people that just
don't. But that's not
right. We all party. We all go out and get in trouble. This is when we're young. We all love clubbing. I see so much clubbing now, but I can't say the name of hell because I used to club like hell back then too.
I seen this guy on the internet. He was outside of the club with his son while his son was in there. He said, and I'm just going to stay because I know how it is. And if he goes out, I would rather for me to be out here waiting for him and his friends to come back and I take them to where they need to go. But if he want to go party tonight, I'm going to stand out here.
No, I ain't going to do that. Because I feel like what's going to happen is going to happen whether you got there with your son or not. But I see what you're saying.
That's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's his, and I thought that was a very, if that's the type of guy you are, right? He was chilling. Like, he was so chill.
So okay, and just piggyback off that, right? If he was chilling, he on the outside of the club, the shit pop off on the inside of the club, what the hell he going to do? So you just say if my son...
No, this wasn't a club like that.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, so you said my son
Well,
was get shot at the club.
Okay, yeah. It
like,
wasn't a club like that. Okay,
okay.
I get what you... No.
Okay.
This was a totally... It was a nice club, because, you know, they, like,
Like
downtown. Yeah, like,
okay,
it was upstairs. You get what I'm saying?
But
like,
shit happens anyway.
Right. You're right about that.
So I just feel like I would try to encourage... my kids go out. You know, I can't... They're grown. I can't stop them from going out.
Right.
I would much rather they not go out and me tell them. But again, I can't stop them.
Right.
So when I feel like just going, sitting outside the club, just waiting on them to get out there, I'm just trying to figure out.
You wouldn't, but if you would have seen this dude, you would be like, okay, yeah, I can see you doing it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For real, because
Okay.
I've gotten to the point to each his own. And that's what he likes to do.
Right.
And you, that's it.
Right.
And then
right.
he's right. The son ain't got to come out the club waiting. It was in the city. So, you know, just waiting on the cat, whatever.
Yeah.
He was right there. He said whatever he want to do. And I'm going to be right here. It wasn't like he was chilling. The dude was actually chilling. You know what
I'm just trying to picture that.
I was shocked. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I pay attention to stuff like that because...
And some people are like that.
It is, you know what I'm saying? And especially up in the city, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to be out at night, you know? Like, and an older man, and you just standing out there just chilling while your son and his friends up there.
Right.
You know? Man, I think he might have just turned 21 or something like that.
Okay, so maybe
yeah.
So let me ask you this. Do you think broken homes create broken people?
Of course. Any broken home. What is a broken home?
Just say, for instance, you got domestic violence in the home.
Of course.
Poverty. Real bad poverty.
Trauma.
But my thing is, though, and I take my hat off to my wife on this right here. Sometimes, man, you can make a way out of no way.
Right.
So what causes a broken home? Is it the man not being there with you? Because a woman, you can get your ass out here and go to work. I know my wife, she worked 2 jobs at one point in time. You know, maybe it just ain't in everybody. So you create your own broken home, right? Because I know some mothers out here, single mothers, getting it out the mud.
Right.
They're doing what they got to do.
But they have that motivation. Everybody doesn't have that motivation.
So now, does your children look at you and see what you're doing? Does that motivate them?
No.
They don't?
I mean, if you're doing good, it goes just like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if they see you not doing anything or doing, that's what they're going to learn. It's all about what you're teaching your children in the household.
Yeah.
Regardless whether there's a 2-parent household or a 1-parent household.
So
What's going on in those households?
So are you a firm believer you're a product of your environment? That you're a firm believer that?
Whether it's good or bad.
Okay, so let me take this.
And I'm not going to say
No, I'm not
if you have
trying
that motivation and you want to get out of those. It is a lot of individuals that are able to get out of those situations. But I do believe, and then because that's psychology.
Yeah.
You have to. I did. I studied psychology.
I did too.
Yeah, and it's deep, right?
It's real deep.
So all of that, and that's back to like mental health. You get what I'm saying? Everybody, we as a people,
Right.
we messed up.
Right.
Even if you got the money, even if you got this or that, and especially if you don't have the Lord above. And see,
Right.
we didn't scare people away from what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You think just because if you drink, smoke, do this and that, you're not worthy of going to church. You know, you're not worthy of serving the Lord. You get what this is? This is what we're going through.
Until somebody close to you, you know, gets hit or passes away or something, then you get to doing other stuff. But back to what I was saying about product of your environment.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say in certain circumstances that people are put in certain positions. I'm gonna break it down in certain positions, and the people that are put in those positions somehow adapt to what someone has stereotyped them as.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm gonna give you this example.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not bashing this place. I'm not because I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's take the old Hollywood. You got some good people that was over there.
Mm-hmm.
You got some people that, what I'm gonna say, they were there, but they had no other way of getting out of there.
Right.
So they built the new, what is it, Robert Smalls.
Right. Mm-hmm.
From my understanding, I don't know how true that they took the people from over there,
Mm-hmm.
gave them opportunity to move there.
That's true.
And now, from what I've been seeing,
It's horrible.
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 Them damn brand new damn place over there look like they've been there 30 years.
That's crazy because I buried my aunt last week. My mom, I buried my mama last year. I buried her baby sister last week, and her older sister died in 2024. So 2024, 2025, 2026, I have had three of the most important people in my life. Three of some of the most important people in my life passed away. And at the funeral, one of my cousins, my mama's close friend, she was living in Highland, and they've put her in Robert Smalls. And one of my cousins is staying there. And they're horrible.
Hey, wait, when you said horrible,
They're not even really in living conditions. You know, they was telling me stuff, and again, I was at a funeral, and I didn't really. We touched on it. You understand what I'm saying? And I told them, I said, that's really. They look like they had been there forever, and they were in a good spot. When I first saw them, I was like, oh,
they nice.
They're nice.
When I actually, you know, because I'm from the West Side, and I used to build all the time, even before they even built those places. But I was like, okay, these are nice.
They're
They're
nice.
nice. But, you know, from my understanding and speaking with people, they rush those places. They rush that shit. And it's the city. This is the city. I don't know what developers or whatever, because they knew the type
Who
of
they was gonna
individuals
put
going to
in
put in there.
And so let's just throw something up.
Let's just throw some shit up real
and
quick.
then charge this, and then it was a mess with it, whatever that is, with the whatever that's going on with the builders and all that, about it, some money and all that. They just do some stuff up for our people.
And it's sad.
And it's sad because of the money that comes in and the stuff that, and it's just it's just a lot.
But my thing is, what can our people, do they even have like somebody that's over them over there, or like you know how certain places have like a homeowners or organization?
I do have a cousin who's running. Hey Amanda, for one of these seats or something, and
Somebody needs to do something.
Cause she is on there, and my cousin that lives there is her aunt. So and she's running for one of these seats. So I will get up with her to find out what is going on. Cause I know her and Tony Sutton post about those.
Yeah, but see, there's another thing. We can't have these people these leaders that want to try to help you, and you don't want to help yourself. Some people, some individuals, not all over there, don't give a fuck. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn.
Because they're a product of their environment.
They're a product of their environment. They want just as long as they got a damn roof over their head, man come in the door, put a damn blunt, smoke a drink or whatever, they fine.
I mean,
They content.
they may need more patrolling over there.
Every time I ride through there, which is not that, you know,
Right.
I see a police car, they got a damn station or something right not too far from it. So all this shit was in the making. So they already knew what was going on. But for them to throw that shit together like that, I don't even think they have like AC, do they?
I don't think so. I know I see window units. I was like,
come on, man. It's 2000 or something. Who the hell is doing this shit? But that's how they think about us. And say if we don't stand up for ourselves, they're gonna continue to put their foot on our necks.
Right.
They're gonna continue to do it.
Right.
What if everybody over there? I don't know how many buildings it is over there. I don't know. But if everybody get to come together, talk about this shit. You know, have some type of forum. Hey, this is what y'all did to us. I'm not mistaken. I think somebody's damn ceiling came in.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
And I forgot, they were telling me some very horrible stories, and I can't remember exactly what my cousins was telling me, but it is some horrible stories.
So that's why they want us to continue to have the broken homes. And it's a cycle. It's a cycle. Our babies come about that same broken home. And see how we're living. You become a product of your environment.
But there's ways to get out of this.
There's ways. There's ways. And one of the ways is communication. Somebody got to step up over there. Somebody needs to step up everybody get together, them damn people start listening.
Right.
But if they see you don't give a damn, guess what? If you don't give a damn about yourself, I ain't gonna give a damn about you. Ain't nobody else gonna give a damn about you. But you got to care about yourself. You got to care about yourself. You know, and I hate that. I hate to see that. Too. I really hate to see that, you know.
They be out there like partying, like I mean somebody might got hit by a car. I think
I seen that shit.
Around.
I seen all that.
Spotlight has really disappointed, like, and then we have people that can't help that don't use their positions and stuff to
they got these platforms that want to use
better us or help us. It's a lot of gatekeeping. I was just talking with someone, and they were comparing Spartanburg to, and they said there's not a lot of gatekeeping. Like, people literally gatekeep around because they don't like to see
other people come
up. Yeah, nobody. They don't want to keep nobody. Everybody wants to be the person that, and they don't want to share information. You know what I'm saying? It should be like this. Like, for instance, and we're getting maybe off a little subject of broken homes, but it all ties back into what we're teaching our kids, how we behave and act within our kids, community, helping one another, holding people accountable, and then like you have to hold your family members accountable. Like, I know when I used to put crazy stuff on Facebook, like really crazy, like, you know, and to me crazy is just like going off, you know,
right. You both.
Yeah, like, and then my aunt don't be calling me. They were like, if you don't take that down,
right.
Like, who are you talking about anyway? Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because really, I can have that conversation off of Facebook.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because, and it's just became a whole. And I look back to other weeks and I was like, damn, I was looking back on my posts. I was like, no wonder nobody don't take these things. I was a hot mess, you know? And I will take accountability.
Right.
Because once you know better, you do better.
You do better. You're right. You're absolutely right.
You know, I know I've made some mistakes for my kids, you know, by my kids, but once I know better, I do better. You know what I'm saying? I think that each generation, I know my family, my mom them had a hard, you know, pretty rough coming up. It was just 5 girls. Yeah. Mama got killed in front of them by her boyfriend. That's why they don't like the domestic violence stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, not with that. And they you know, they're okay. You know, the product of your environment, they're okay. You know, but it's definitely I was kind of getting off.
No, you're fine.
I was talking about, but all of it ties back around into like how my mom and them were raised. They always held us accountable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody took care of everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you don't have cousins and aunties and nobody that's helping these kids
that's
out.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I see girls with like 5 kids. Nobody, none, maybe by 2, maybe 1 baby daddy, maybe 2, maybe 3, but ain't no man around.
Let's get into that. What about absent fathers? I mean,
if it is an absent father, you know, when you have no kids, I was just telling my homegirl that somebody wasn't even my homegirl. I told somebody. You know, I guess this is how I was raised with my aunts and my mom. When you having them kids, you gonna be probably maybe raising by yourself. Yeah. So be ready for it.
So this is something that I think they don't think about. You know why? I think they think when they out smoking, when they out drinking, and they got dudes around, and they go off, have sex, do whatever. They not thinking this nigga not gonna be here with me later on, and then they end up pregnant. Now you don't want to have an abortion. You don't want to do that. That's the mentality that they have at that time.
Thinking that a baby gonna keep a man to also.
Some will be thinking like that too, huh? Some people do think like that, thinking of them. But half the time they don't even be knowing. Half the time they'll go lay down and have sex, don't even know they end up pregnant months later.
I mean, you know, like,
That's where responsibility come in. As you as a woman, because now you have to think: is it worth laying down? But if you drunk high and all that shit, you ain't thinking about that shit.
You're not thinking about it.
That's how a lot of them fuck up.
I mean, it's like we said, babies was having babies back in certain generations, and now this is so children raising children.
But it's turning.
And then it turns into a girlfriend, like a mother and a daughter. Some of them, they be their friend.
Yeah.
And that's what the kids in
That's
general.
the thing. Yep.
Being your friend. I tell my kid, I'm not your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you, I love you, but I'm not your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And the best friend you can have is God.
That's right.
And be careful who you calling your friend.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? All this ties back into what you're teaching your kids. You got we're in 2026. Who y'all playing with? It's no use to be trying to picket fences and white and call it for what it is. Don't sugarcoat with your kids. Be real.
You got to be real.
You gotta be real. My mom was always real with me. Always real with me. My aunt still was always real with me, and it is what it is. You know, I may have not I had a little shaky. I did little shaky things in there, but I always came back. You understand what I'm saying? We fall when we get up. We fall. It don't matter how many times you fall, but you gotta get up. And that's when anything, even when you see them kids acting up and stuff, you can't give up on them.
You definitely can't give up on them.
You can't give up on your kids. Yeah. Like, come on now. Like, you'll forgive a man or a woman, and then you got grudges with your kids. Yeah. How can you forgive a stranger or something you can't even make amends with your family and your children and all that stuff? Yeah. That's weird, bro.
So do you agree, like families just ain't like family no more? Or you don't have to... definitely. Yeah, it's like, back in the day, I know, a stranger could, I'm not going to say a stranger, I'm going to say a neighbor could chastise your son, daughter. Hey, come on here, I'm going to take you to your mama, this and that. They ain't going to do that to you.
And not even that, people don't even want to be bothered.
They don't.
Their turn. Somebody might be getting beat up. Somebody don't have right people go to.
No, they ain't gonna go the other way. You know what they gonna do?
Pull that phone
out. And sit there, you can sit back in your ass with they'll pull that phone out. Won't even, think. Well, but this is the society we living in now. I hate it's come to that, but like I said earlier, we got to, it's instilled in us. Right. It starts with us. It starts with,
with us.
Right. Just like I was speaking on those people in Robert Smalls, there's some good people over there, some bad people over there. That's anywhere. But we can't become a part of our environment. We got to strive. We got to do what we can do, to try to stop this cycle, this broken cycle. Because I see it over and over. I'm seeing it over and over. I've been on one side of town. I was looking at this community. I forgot what it was called. I think it was Glen Lakes.
Glen Lakes.
It's in Border Springs.
Yeah, nice.
You don't see fighting and stuff on the outside. People on the outside drinking, smoking. I'm not saying that they don't do it, but they do it within their homes and stuff. So that's why I said, man, we do what we want to do. But if we want to do better, we got we got to do better. We got to.
It's each one teach one.
Right.
Like hold people accountable, call people out, check on. I mean, even now to when these kids walking out the door, I mean, my children so mad about sagging their pants, it don't even make no sense.
Yeah.
Like, and do you know what that means at this point? What they saying? What that means about this? Is why I'm talking to them. You know.
Do you know what I mean? I ain't never saying.
My oldest son was telling them, and it was so bad. I said, I wish you would have just kept that to yourself.
Really?
It was
what does it mean?
Oh God, I would have to. He was. Gosh, he said that. I wonder if anybody out there knows what that means.
I don't know. Let me see what.
Gosh. It meant something about when you were a slave, when the slaves were on the plantation or something, and the masters And it was like they made them keep their pants down. I mean, this is what my son, and he's pretty smart, my oldest son. And I was like, he was telling his brothers about not saving their pants, and this is why this week I was like, I said, God, like you just scared me about saying. But yeah, then a lot of people say that sagging pants is easy access. I don't know. I try to just but we in 2026, so you gotta keep up on all this stuff. You know, I was wondering, I was like, why did I have these kids and these older child, and then I went down, and 13 years later I had more kids, but they keep me on my toes, and I learn from them. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't sugarcoat stuff or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Right. These people that got so caught up in trends and what everybody else doing, and we traumatize ourselves. We was just talking about this, when we lost my aunt last week. My oldest, my baby cousin, she is, it was her grandmother, and she's the coach over the basketball varsity. And she was telling me, we talked, she's very brilliant. And she said, Tiffany, she said we traumatize ourselves a lot as a community, as a people. Our people traumatize ourselves by going by the norm. Just because they did it like that don't mean that that was the right way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because our people, our ancestors were conditioned. You know, you gotta have discernment and know kind of what is what and what we really need to be. If you have good discernment, you'll know what is what. Right. And we traumatize ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like even like down to us taking the kids to the funeral or to see my mom when she was passing. I didn't want them to see it. Because I remember when we were younger, it was not a good feeling. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. So, and then you have the older folks like, oh, that's what we get to do. We're not doing it no more. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So it's like they want to come to the funeral. If they don't want to come to the funeral, that's okay. It's okay, yeah. Well, you're gonna get it. So we traumatize ourselves by saying, oh, that's how it's been done. Yeah. That's how we gonna do it. They want to be on that traditional shit. But it's 2026, you gotta break these cycles and you gotta be telling the truth and being transparent. I think a lot of people want to see transparency. Yeah, you definitely need that. I definitely don't. Like, you can't, I remember me and my homeboy, we used to talk, and he was big. And he said, you know, if you ain't even on my level or ain't been through nothing like doing that, you can't even, you may sit at my table, but I don't want you to talk. Dang. Because you invite you to the table, but he don't want you to say that. I mean, if we invite you to the table, that's just because you can learn, but you don't need to be commenting. These were some folks, you know what I'm saying? And I always thought about that, you know what I'm saying? Because that makes sense. If you ain't been through nothing, you really don't need to be talking. Because who doesn't go through something? That's right. And if that struggle that struggle builds character, integrity, brings you back to the Lord. He know we all ain't perfect. He knows that. He already knows that. Right. You know what I'm saying? We've gotten away from going to fellowship at the church. I'm just not going to say church, but this is what I've been around other people that's in the same way. And everybody in there might not have to be on point, you know, and what you might like or care for. But you going there for the word. Right. So bump with everybody else going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? You there for to feed your soul. That's true. You know what I'm saying? I just started like going to, I got rebaptized, because when I got baptized younger, going back to same old traditions, I didn't know what I was doing. So are you Baptist? Yes, of course. Of course. That was and we just went up there. My aunt had, me and my cousin, we went up there, had to get baptized. We had to do old time, old back in about the 80s. So I got rebaptized. I think about my mom died last year. Probably beginning of last year I got rebaptized. And that made a difference also. You get what I'm saying? So it's all everything we're talking about is gonna be about reprogramming yourself so that you can put in the right things to your kids so that they can pass it on to the other kids, to their children. That's the only way to do this. There's no in between with what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Need to, if you're in your household and you know, and most of us at these big ages, you know, we might have some young folks watching us, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they probably mature to know. You know better, you do better.
Right.
I have to check myself all the time. Sometimes I have to tell my kids don't know that I didn't know for a long time. In the mornings, they just getting ready for school so slow.
Right.
One day I said, do y'all know that I don't get paid till I get there? I said, and then on top of that, I got to press a time clock.
Mm-hmm.
They looked at me like I was crazy. They did not. They just thought I was going. And I said, oh my God, I didn't taught these kids that.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I started teaching it. You get what I'm knowing that I messed up. I took accountability.
Right. Time that you what you mean about time management?
About I took accountability. Oh, Tiffany, you done messed up. You ain't even show these kids work ethic.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I've had a few. I've done street life and I've done work.
Right.
Worked in different places. And Lord forgive me for all my pain.
Right.
But I'm normally doing customer service, working. Now I work at a restaurant. That's that. But I never, for that time that I was doing whatever in my hustling days, they ain't see me going to work.
Right.
They were just thinking life was all good. Mama coming with money, you know. You get what I'm saying? And then I had to get a job when I ended all that. So I had to go get a job. You know, so now they really weren't, I guess they weren't paying attention. I never talked to them about I got a time. And that's where your work ethic comes from.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? My family taught me good work ethic, even though when I was able to jump back in there to the work, I work. Any job I go on, I'm going to work because that's what I'm there for.
So let me ask you a question. I'm going to jump back. I'm going to go backwards for a second. I know we were speaking on the baptism and stuff. Do you agree that in a lifespan, you at least get baptized twice?
It's your
not saying that. And what I mean by that is, you know, some parents have their kids baptized, and then they go astray or whatever happens. And then when they get older, they baptize themselves. As far as like when you're adult.
That's what I did.
So that's what, twice?
Twice.
Is it fair for a mother or father to have their child baptized at a young age?
And that's what, because they were.
Why though?
They were taught that. They were taught that was the thing.
Because I don't think.
Because once you get baptized, you're saved. But
they didn't even get that child opportunity to live his life or come through some stuff or go through some stuff. But hear me out. You ready to jump on me? Hear me out. But what I'm saying is, give that child the opportunity. Listen, I believe in the Lord, you know, just as well as anybody else. I've studied the Bible, I've been blessed. But I still feel like you should get that child, or, you know, give them the opportunity to be baptized. We can't live that life for them.
No. That's your opinion, but my opinion is that, what's that saying? If you raise them in the church, they'll come back always. I wouldn't have knew to get rebaptized. I would probably know about if I wouldn't have.
But what if you hadn't got baptized that first time? Then you say you got baptized as a child, right?
Right.
Then you turn around as an adult and got baptized. So all that you did as a child was null and void.
Well, I'm not going to say it was null and void. I just feel like all the things that I had went through again, I just wanted to rededicate myself to the Lord again.
So it's a rededication.
That's it. Rebaptized, rededication. But I got dipped in the water. I felt like I didn't do.
That's what I said. I just feel like
it was a beautiful. My mom did it, and then she passed away. So, and I wanted to do it because I know when she did it, she was like way, like she felt better, like peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of them people. We was just talking about fasting, like just if you got something going on, you know, you might want to just do a fast because it brings you closer to the Lord while you're praying on that thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I believe that if I hadn't been baptized and introduced to the Lord and knowing about that
As a child, you feel like you wouldn't know.
I might not have came back like I am.
I disagree. I disagree because I feel like this as a child. I feel like as a child, you really don't know.
Yes, you do. These kids smart. Yeah, I was a smart. Yes, you did. They may not know.
Some kids, they're not. They're because they're being forgiven for all their sins or whatever. Anyway.
Did you see how many kids that genuinely love the Lord even though their parents don't have to?
Rare.
Oh, it's not rare. It's just rare around here probably.
Well,
see, that's one thing about South Carolina and where we're at. We're suppressed. It's people around. You can watch.
Why are we suppressed? Because they are suppressing us.
Right, of course. But now that we know that, what are we gonna do with it? Okay, so we know that that's what's going on too. We know what's been happening. They told us when I think it started. When do you think it started? When George Floyd? When did we get awakened? When George Floyd got killed? I think that's when the black
we some of us been
right. You're right.
Martin Luther King and all that. So we've been woke a little bit. Some of us.
Have you seen that thing that's going on with Martin Luther King? We talking different things, but did you see that thing about how they try? Well, they said that it's so many things that people are just crediting him, but I do know that they said at the end. No, I ain't no. I haven't heard that, and I'm glad. But because he still fought. I don't know about now. I'm gonna listen to them. That's just another story. But they're saying that he made at the last minute. He knew that he had messed up with immigration. Remember that? You've not heard that? He knew that he had messed up with immigration. That he should have kept us. Remember he said, I think I'm leading my people.
I've heard that, but I don't know how true it is.
It's deep.
But I don't know how true
yes,
that
it's
is.
True.
How do we know it's true?
You can Google it and find the facts. You gotta really.
Can we trust Google?
It's not Google. Like people have talked about like his people that was with
So
him.
my thing is
but he knew he had messed up, and maybe that's why.
I think that's something. Again, here we go with people. They want us. They don't want us to be together anyway.
Right.
So they're gonna come out and say anything. If they
but
can
that's
say
not wrong.
But if they can say it from one of our most powerful.
You don't
people,
believe that? You don't believe that we should have stayed and celebrated? Because you gotta really be.
I love everybody.
I do too, but we would have had our own. We would have been having.
They weren't gonna allow us to get it.
Yes, he would have had to go. See, he went into it the wrong way, thinking that that's what we needed. But then when he figured it out, guess what happened? He got killed, so he couldn't move on with his eulogy because they killed him right after he just paid. You know.
I'm about to look back on something.
Yeah, for real, it's deep. Because my mom and my aunts were like civil rights leaders. We was in Detroit. Then they used to go to Atlanta when I lived in Atlanta. They was with a lot of those people, and yeah, it's real.
Yeah, I'm about to definitely go back.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like, they'll put some shit out here in a minute.
They will, but this has been going on for a long. Like this has been said for a long time. And he knew he had messed up, and he thought that bringing us together is that he found out they weren't. It wasn't what we needed, what our people needed. And next thing you know, he was gone.
So what do you think about this damn what's that disease about the rats and all that kind of stuff?
I don't know.
Well, somebody posted something on Facebook the other day. Was it what restaurant was that? What was it? The restaurant that was? It was on River Road. Was it a sub sandwich? Somebody posted shit on the
You said it was bad?
No, it said it was a field. They went live and it was showing. I don't know if they went live, but they had a video showing a lot of rats and shit running around. Jersey Mike. It was a Jersey Mike.
Oh God.
Yeah, they said don't eat at Jersey Mike. They had a lot of rats running around in the damn.
Are we sure? Like, I wonder if are they saying that they always be there, or did somebody plant them there?
That was my next thing. Because I don't know. I can't say, but for that to be that many damn rats from them videoing like that, they was having to do. Those big ass rats.
Right.
And so now we got this new disease that's out. That's
people are saying it's fear mongering, guys, but I don't know if it's really fear mongering.
I don't know. But it's just crazy.
They let these. I did see a report today that it's only in like 6 states, and these are the states where they let these people off. I watched Joy Reid. Do you like Joy Reid?
Joy?
Joy Reid.
This lady, right?
Yeah.
I've heard of her.
She is good.
I've heard of her.
She's very, very good. And she was breaking it down on Real Facts. You know what I'm saying? Because she used to be on like maybe CNN, but they kicked her off.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So she got her own thing now.
Okay,
and she be on point. So she was saying it's only in like 6 states now, but the states that it's in is only the ones where the people that came off the ship have visited. Well, so all these things that they be saying, because I seen somebody say like 10 cases have been reported in Greenville, 10 in Spartanburg. I'm like, y'all need to stop it.
No, I don't think it's hit here yet.
No, not yet.
However, I've heard that they didn't come from the people that was on the ship.
When they come on.
I don't know somebody that the people was on the ship that was wrong before they even got on the ship. So it was out before the people got on the ship. So, you know what I'm saying? This is like...
And then they're saying they're covering it up for the Disney cruise line.
Well, you know, that's a money maker. So I mean...
I haven't gotten really into that because I'm like,
Yeah.
But I do a lot. When I see something, I like to dive down into it and see. And do I get on? Because I got to find out the facts.
I check GPT now. I don't fool Google.
I haven't really gotten into ChatGPT, but I will be.
Yeah, but so... And I think last week, they had one of the people... No, was it a couple they brought to... I want to say, was it Atlanta?
Yes. Yes, and I saw him getting up for the... I'm sorry.
No, here we go.
I was like, oh,
y'all gonna plant that seed. Y'all know goddamn Atlanta spread like wildfire.
They're like, why you got your mask on? I said, because y'all got coronavirus.
Yeah. I was like, oh, here we go.
That's how
why
it
y'all
goes.
bring it to our damn district?
Right. You know?
Atlanta, the Greenwood, it's Marbury.
You know, I remember when COVID hit, and it was so sad. And they was like, just wait till it hits down in that dirty South. And when I say it came through.
Damn dirty South, too. I mean.
It came through and cleared out whole neighborhoods. Just like that.
It's sad. It's sad.
Really sad, really sad, really sad.
So back on this, what damage do you think broken homes cause the most? What damage? Would you just say the children?
Everybody.
Everybody in the house.
Messed up. No mental health awareness is going on. Nobody's these domestic abuse is just beyond me. Families not looking after, because it's no way if you have brothers, sisters, even sisters, because I know me and my cousins, it ain't nothing but girls mostly. Let us hear somebody beat up on somebody. Okay, we about to turn into some ninjas. Okay,
my thing is,
but what I mean, because there's no community, there's no family, nobody's looking out for anybody these days. You know what? I hated that.
But even the family not doing family stuff.
Listen, I gotta say this: the movie with Tyler Perry.
Which one?
Taraji.
The one where she went to the bank?
Yes.
Okay. What was the name of that?
Horrible.
You don't like it?
It made me feel like, who in the world gets that bad off? Like, it was too much for me. Because I said, and that just showed.
Okay, I'm going to stop you for one. I'm going to stop you right here.
You made me mad with that.
Okay, but let me stop you. It's all entertainment.
It is.
It's entertainment.
But why did you do that?
Say, do what? Make money?
I'll see everything.
Because look,
get money.
Because look, you know, we as black folks, we love drama shit. We love that type shit. We do. That's why we pull out phones.
But is it good? No. Is it good for us? No. That don't mean we should be.
Okay. I'm not gonna say it's good for us, but it's all about our mentality.
And everybody's mind is not there.
That's for the weak-minded. Them weak-minded people, they gonna...
So that's what we're talking about now. We're talking about all of that goes back into these broken homes, because you got too many people out here now watching these shows.
So you said Tyler Perry can't make no show now?
I mean, he made another one that I liked, but that one was just too much. I was like, it was just too. And when she went back to the grocery store with that check, and he wouldn't cash it.
Mm-hmm. Then she went crazy.
And then she went crazy, and then he was ready to call the police after she did whatever.
Mhm.
I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "This," but I turned it off. I was like,
it's some
"It's
stuff.
not even gonna come back up." I knew that it
So
was
you're
only
right.
gonna get really worse.
Now, there's some stuff in that we know is just so fictional. Now, this shit ain't like.
I'm like, who gets that far down? And if they do, was her people? Where was her people? Because I was like, wow.
But maybe he's reminding us that it's a possibility that it can get down like that. It's a possibility because that's how we have people that are homeless. That's how we have those type of people. They can get.
She didn't
down.
have any backbone.
And it can be like that. It can be like that. Hell.
Tyler, please give us some good.
But still, listen.
Something that's more. That's not what we need right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
True.
another thing I don't like.
True, but why we can't build on that? Why we just can't be like, well, I don't want to never get in that situation.
Well, I
just try to strive.
Right. I felt sorry. I'm like, I need to get like some. I wanted to help girls like that. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
maybe that we could look at that either way. Maybe he did that just hey, get your shit together because hey,
right,
you want to be like this,
right?
Yeah. So I mean, you can look at it either way.
It was really, and sometimes it's just not the time for some of this stuff that they do.
Yeah. So what we want to do is
what we going through. We always go through.
Yeah.
We always go through something. Now we need. That's why I am very careful. This is another thing about you have to be careful what you put into yourself and your soul. You know, I don't watch. If I know I'm down.
Here we go with this.
I
know what you're about to say.
Stuff.
You got to be careful what you watch on TV. That's
put
what
in your
say.
soul. Everything that you put in, even down in the music. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I just got like that.
Yeah.
I don't listen to it. Listen to it, and I definitely don't want my kids listening to it.
I get I can get where you're coming from a little bit, but I feel like this. It's all on you still. Because just because I hear a damn song, how am I going here robbing the damn bank? That don't mean I'm about to do it.
You might not, but everybody's. That's what you think. Why we think we got all these killings and these kids out here killing? Because what they listening to. Have you heard some of that stuff?
Yeah.
I'm like, turn it.
I used to hell, I didn't hear some of the songs back in the day that make you want to hurt a motherfucker.
Right, but this is a different time, and these kids are really doing this stuff. I have this old lady. I'm gonna play this Miss Hazel. Please don't say nothing, but Miss Hazel Jackson. She is about 100 and she might be 105 now. She lives in Spartanburg.
Well, shout out to her then.
She lives in the South Side, and I want to see her, and I want to, But she told me one day I was washing her hair, and I said, Miss Hazel, because Trump, I think, knows that first term he got in, and I said, Miss Hazel, what is going on out here? I said, why is it so bad? She said, you know what, baby? I said, how did y'all make it back in? She said, it wasn't as much evil out here. And it is. It's always been evil, but now it's like 2.0, like, literally.
Yeah. But listen, and I'm gonna go off of what you just now said. What you said, name of Miss Jackson, Miss Hazel Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her because no matter what we going through, she's 105.
Probably 105 now.
She done lived through all that mess. Even now. Even we're going through stuff now. Guess what she's still doing? She's still living
through it.
Still living through it. So there's no excuse.
It's not, really. It's not.
About, hey, it wasn't like that here. It wasn't like that there. Whatever Hazel did, she did a damn good job of it.
Right.
To be still 105.
And then she got her daughters and everything. So she's really snappy. And I would love to maybe even bring her back because she is very snazzy and very,
right.
Very, very, very.
Just like now, we got one like me considering one of the worst presidents since I've been living that I know. But you know, my grandmother, she lived to be 90 something, and then Miss Hazel, you said 105. I'm pretty sure those presidents that she seen way back then, probably more racist than what we got now.
And they made it. So that's what we have.
So that's what we need to be climbing on.
What did our ancestors?
Right.
They didn't come that far, and it's very disappointing. Because I know when my mom and my aunts died, I know they were tired. Mm-hmm. A lot of older Black people are tired, and especially it's very disappointing when you're that older. You see, y'all have fought for so much, and now you see it being taken away.
Yeah.
I mean, my aunts and they are very much. My mom and they be all day long in message, calling you, like, "Look, what's your this? I'm not with my social security." And it was just always something with it. You know what I'm saying? It's always something, and what it is it's trying to take us back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's got to be very depressing.
Yeah.
Because it's depressing for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's got to be very depressing for the older generation.
Yeah, just to be sitting here just...
And you have to teach your kids in these households that the truth and what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we went through. This is the new... You can't even... We're talking about where to send your kids now, what school to send them to. You know what I'm saying?
True.
All of this, you have to be an active parent. Back to the broken homes and stuff. It doesn't matter whether or not you are in a single parent household. It's better... Proof of facts that if you're in a 2-parent household, healthy 2-parent household, healthy, that you may be more successful than somebody that's in single. But if you have a single home and it's healthy, it can produce the same type of individual with that home.
Yeah.
It's either people at the end of the day. It's going to be up to accountability to what we're going to pour in to those homes. Whether I'm living by myself, whether I'm living with my husband, are we showing these kids the right thing? And forgiving, the kids have to forgive their parents.
Right.
The parents have to forgive kids. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to work together.
Right.
And we wonder how these other cultures and what's the word for that? Ethnicities or minorities, whatever, anybody works out is because they work together.
They do, but they go through the same shit we go through.
They do.
But they don't broadcast our shit, they shit like we do. They don't be on social media doing, you don't see them over there. They fight the damn trailer park all the time.
But you don't see,
ain't nobody recording shit.
Nope. Every time something happens, we gotta record. These little kids be fighting out in these apartment complexes, about to be killing some neighbors.
And then to be all good until the damn you getting them damn handcuffs.
Right. And you have to, and what about if you're doing something silly and you take somebody else's innocent life? And then you go to jail and your family affected. And I don't think these kids really be thinking. And they don't have any anger control. They don't know how to control their emotions. We have a bunch of traumatic, unstable, emotional challenged individuals growing up. Even the older people are just like, like it's messed up out here. So until we start addressing it.
It's one reason I started this podcast and I did it, I know on Friday nights, you know, people want to go out, they party, and got their life, and that's cool. Right. But I just want to, I'm going to start doing them, I'm going to continue doing it on Fridays because we're going to be talking about some good stuff. I want to thank you for, coming on the show and, giving your input. And you did very well. I like that. You're a pro at this. But yeah, so I will be, hosting someone different every Friday here. We have different co-hosts that will be coming on and giving insights on different topics and stuff. But I really appreciate you coming on. You know some stuff. That's all right. Man, you both are nervous. I'll be nervous all the time. Every time I go, I'll be nervous. But I really appreciate you. I have an organization called For Our Brothers and Sisters. Have I brought that to your attention?
Yeah, I think so.
I try to get you to know Joe. Yeah. And we try to help individuals and families, during just different disparities and stuff. We've raised money for different family members, different families and stuff. And I take that very, very seriously. We started that. Well, actually, I think it was after the George Floyd thing. It's been 6 years now since that George Floyd. We had this protest downtown, and I said, you know what? I want to help some people, and I've been doing that throughout the years. And I've got my business established, Living in Hair, which a lot of people out there know. It's safe to say I'm for the people, you know, just as well as it's safe to say I'm for myself as well. Because if I don't believe in myself, I can't believe in nobody else.
Right.
So I encourage people, you know, hit me up if you want to join for our brothers and sisters, give back to the community, raise money, be active in the community. We got a voice, but they don't hear us.
Right.
And what I mean by that, we've been doing this for 6 years. We don't ask anybody for anything. We've applied for several grants. We get turned down. Spartanburg County has a lot of money. I know Tony Sutton, she used to tell me, apply for those grants. I was applying for grants so many times, got turned down. Hey, this and that, you know, just a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're gonna keep it going. We got some new members that came on board a few months ago. We don't meet that often. We may meet once every 2 or 3 months or something. But you best to believe it's twice a year that we're gonna give back for the homeless. And I don't know if you've seen us out there before.
I did.
We'll go to the community and pass out boxes and stuff. But we can only do what we can do. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff comes out our pocket unless we have little fundraisers and stuff like that.
It's just some sponsors.
Yeah. And see, this is the thing. And why and you know, people go to United Way, they go to these big malls, Goodwill, get them stuff, you know, donate money. And I'm not saying, I don't want it to seem like I'm on here like begging for money.
No.
That's not the case.
Right.
But it feels good sometimes if your community can recognize you for what you're doing for your community.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But again, it's called For Our Brothers and Sisters. Hit me up, inbox me, let me know. Anything else you would like to say or anything you would like to talk about?
I'm good. I'm glad I was able to come on today. Been a long time, been trying to get into the podcasting thing. It's just not into the podcasting and talking about something of substance with something that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Trying to reach out. And we just dived into a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it can be bigger than,
It could be big.
you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that I think would be beneficial come on and,
Okay.
you know, in sponsorships and people that's doing, because there's some people in Spartanburg.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It is some people in Spartanburg that's doing their thing just like this young man, this man, and his wife, and they have their business. It's a lot of people in Spartanburg that's not looked at. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what that is because that's just how they taught us to be against each other.
Right.
And not wanting to see, you know, and it's sad.
It is.
But I know I've referred people to buy your hair when I came in here. I was like, this is a nice place. Nice hair. And I've got dreads, so you know what I'm saying. But I work with a lot of people I know a lot of hairdressers and stuff around here. And that's crazy because you don't even have any, hair shows anymore.
Right. I started, I think I did it for 2 years in a row. And I did it at third year and we didn't get the outcome that we were expecting. I said, well, you know,
we need to try that again, for real.
Okay.
Yeah. My cousin Enid, I don't know if you know Enid Foster.
Light skin?
Yeah.
She used to have a shop down the street.
She used to have a shop down the street behind Kennedy, and then she moved to Union Street, but she used to do them. And we used to have a good time. And we used to go every year down to the Barney Brothers. I used to love to go with her.
Oh, man, I haven't been there yet. I want to go there.
Oh, gosh. I used to love to go down there. But anyway, it's a lot of things. Spartanburg is up and coming. How I know this, I'm going to tell y'all this one last thing. I was working in my cousin's hair shop on Union Street, and it's a lot of people moving into the area. And this Caucasian girl came in, and she said, we asked her how she had gotten there, because she was maybe from Arizona, Colorado. She said, my fiance, her friend guy, he starts up businesses, like, I guess these companies and stuff, and he goes and them starts them up, and then they bounce. You know, they just come in and start them up. And she said, we studied Spartanburg for a long time, and it's on the up and coming.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's
Yeah,
just a little slower. But I think as a community, we need to definitely stick together. We need more youth programs. We need more awareness on this domestic violence. It's crazy. It shouldn't be as much killings and stuff, especially with our women. All these killings and stuff, and it's detrimental to everybody. You know, especially when we don't see anybody doing anything with it. You know,
Right.
we just sitting here right now waiting. We had a sheriff that let us down, so you know we just got to come back from a lot of
We're
things.
gonna talk about that on another podcast.
Yeah. So yeah. So we just gotta rebuild ourselves. Once you know better, you do better. Broken cycles, broken homes. We came up to the conclusion that it's what you bringing in the household. It's whether or not you got a single mama, single daddy, 2-parent home, whatever you showing them kids, the loving on them kids, making sure that they're taken care of, instilling in them the right morals and values, and keeping it real. That's it.
Okay. Thank everybody for watching the Real for Real podcast. Tune in next week. I will have another co-host here. Y'all have a good evening. We'll see y'all. Good night.